another edition of the Catch Me Not Creativity podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. Today, we're going to be talking with Kate Dunn. Kate is an author, a first-time author, and wrote a children's book based on her background and her experience with her family. And there's a big family tie in the next episode, so you want to check that out. But first, let's find out why Kate wrote the book, how she wrote it, and how she's marketing it to the world. Enjoy this podcast episode with Kate. All right, so I'm here with Kate Dunn, the author of Dreaming of Dresses. How you doing, Kate?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So, Dreaming of Dresses, did you not have one as a kid, or what's the
I had lots of dresses. In fact, my mom, she would pull the curtains off of the windows because I wanted the lace curtains for a dress. So she was very accommodating. And
what's on the windows now?
Still the lace curtains in some areas, but yeah, she fed my imagination, and so this was the culmination of many years of dreaming of dresses and wearing dresses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now, how long did it take you to write the book?
So I always wanted to be a writer, and I tell everyone, I think everyone has at least one book.
At least one.
At least one in themselves. And this, I guess, was mine. And so at the time, I had a 7-year-old nephew, and we would make up stories. And this was one of the stories. And I put it pen to paper one day, and then I tucked it away in a drawer. And my parents and my husband said, you should look into maybe getting that published. And at the time, I was looking for books that were gender expansive.
Right.
And, 9 years ago.
I'm laughing because when you said you made up stories, I used to do that to my kids.
Yeah.
And I made up Grape 8, there was, back in the day, you're not as old as I am, but there was a show with Grape 8, I think.
Okay.
They were big grape. And so I had him traveling through different places. He'd go to the zoo, and we just make up. My kids still remember those stories. And I mean, I was just trying to get them to sleep because I was trucking. I had to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And I was trying to get them to go to sleep with me, and my wife was out wherever she went. So I made up these stories, and they're now 36. And they remember the stories that Dad told about Grape 8.
Maybe you should get them published because they sound great.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Busy. But okay, so now how long did it take you to write this?
I wrote it off the top. Well, I came up with it off the top of my head because my nephew wanted a story, and and then later on, I wrote a little bit down in a notebook, and then. Again,
you make it sound very easy. I think anyone that's written a book would argue how
it was bits and pieces of various stories that I would make up and tell him kind of on the spot, because he'd be like, okay, it's bedtime. Okay. Let's read some books, and then after the books were done, it'd be like, okay, it's time to go to bed. One more book. So then I came up with.
So now, how many books have you got? Going.
Just this one. This is the one and only. I know.
Happens every night.
I think Everett needs to go on some other adventures. So
is that the character of the book, Everett?
Everett is the child. It's based on my nephew. So he is a bit of Everett, right. And so it's really a book that explores themes of diversity and inclusion and allyship, what it means to be a good friend. Yeah. In a gendered context, because my background is gender and sociology, right, so I wanted to kind of combine those things. And I was looking for gender expansive books at the time that he was little, and I thought, well, I'll just kind of start writing one myself, and that's how this came about.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, how's it been received? Now, how did you publish it? Let's go there first. Is this self-published, or is it through a traditional publisher?
So it's through a company called Twin Horseshoes Publishing, and I met an amazing local publisher. She's local to my area, Marcia Luke, and we hit it off. But it was many, many years of rejection after rejection after rejection. I mean, right? I could wallpaper a room with rejection letters. We all could.
I keep the good ones, though. Like if it's a famous magazine or something.
Oh, okay. Then you keep those? Yeah. So I didn't keep them. But yeah, it just was very serendipitous that I met her and we had a conversation and we clicked, and she loved the messaging of the book. Yeah. She is also a mother of twin girls. And so I thought, if this message really resonates with you as a parent, then there's something special about it.
Wow, that's incredible. So now, how long has it been out? Like, how long have you had it out in the?
Literally, it was published last month.
Oh wow!
Yes,
So
it's fresh off the. No. It is fresh off the presses.
Okay.
We had our book launch last month, which was very exciting. So about 60 of our closest friends and family came out to support us, and some of them were reading the book for the first time and sort of holding the copies in their hand, which was surreal.
Yeah.
But it was a really beautiful day. We got to celebrate with them, and yeah, they got to see the book for the first time.
That's wonderful. This is an exciting time.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so let's get into the business side. What you had the launch?
Yes.
So there's your friends and family.
Yes.
Now you got to sell it outside.
Now we have
right?
to. Yes.
We always start with them, and then that's it. One party, we're done.
I know.
All right. So now what's your plan, or what's the marketing scheme? How do you plan on getting this out to the world? Is the publisher doing all that for you?
She has. So she's been incredible. She's done so much work on that end. It's available on Amazon, it's available on Ingram, and then now we're starting to sort of parlay it into some independent bookstores in Toronto and Burlington. So anyone that's interested in purchasing the book can find it on Amazon or on my website.
Is it available digitally as well?
It is. So Kindle, paperback, and hardcover just came up.
All right,
yeah.
Okay. So you got to hit all the book fairs. There's
yes.
lots of book fairs in Southern Ontario. There's tons of them.
It is a dream of mine to be in a Scholastic book fair. So I'm just actually working on the teacher's guide now. I have to get it ready for September, and then if that happens, then that's a bucket list check mark for me.
Cha-ching.
Exactly.
So now, what's the next book? Are you starting to write the next series? Because once it's hot, like you can't rest on this.
I know.
Everybody reads it and they think, okay, now what? I need another one, right?
Right.
So are you?
What is Everett going to dream of next? Yeah. I mean, it explores topics that I think we kind of relegate to more adults than children. And so I think maybe the next topic is grief or something out like it, on that level that
but that's what people
maybe
are
it's a
looking
little
for now.
yeah.
That's what they're talking about in the news. How do we explain this to the grade school kids? You know?
Exactly.
Back in the day, we just told them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now that it's good to have this kind of stuff doing. And we're going to talk to your mom about how she did the illustrations.
Yeah.
But what's that like working with family? You can tell me. Don't mind her. Don't look. Okay.
My mom she's amazing, and my mom and I do everything together. We always have. So when we were talking, Marcia and I were talking about an illustrator for the book, it was just a natural progression that it would go to my mom, and I knew that she would bring such whimsy to the pages. And really, it's one thing to read your words on a page, but it's another to see it through pictures. It's like, wow, this is actually exactly how I had envisioned the book to be, the storyline, and I gave her full carte blanche.
So she wasn't a pain in the butt like most of us.
No. She went up to her studio.
You said it's okay to put his hair brown even though it's blonde. It's okay.
No, she did an incredible job, and I'm just so happy. And there's little bits and pieces of my life tucked away. I mean, my little dog Harry is the little dog in the pictures, and
what an amazing treasure. I mean, whether you sell the books or not, I don't know what your goals are for that, but at the end of the day, for your nephew or whoever down the road to say, here's a book written by the family from that's a moment you'll never get anywhere, right? You know, like I just think it's inspiring. Maybe that's me because I'm an author and illustrator, and I would love to write with somebody. I don't know if they would write with me, but I'd like to write with them. So that's how it's very cool. So now, you picked hardcover. Is this just because you have a hardcover here, or you sold it many different ways?
So I have paperback.
Oh, you do have paperback.
Yeah, so paperback, yes, and then Kindle is available online as well. If you just kind of want to throw some children's books on your Kindle when you're traveling.
Was it hard to write a children's book? Okay, so here's where I'm coming with this question.
Yeah.
I've done, most of my stuff is like, I've been self-help book or for artists or based on my life. I have written some children's stuff. And when I do that, I have to research, because children's stuff is very specific. You know, so many words per page. I used to be part of an illustrator and author group, and like one line. And they were going on like it was like an encyclopedia. I go, no, it's one line. Like I have a lot of trouble with it. So what was it like for you? Did you find it hard to keep it simple enough that people can read it that are younger, but also get all the thoughts out? Because as artists or authors, we have a lot of stuff in our head we want to say.
Right.
And we don't always know if we should say it or not. Maybe it's another book.
Right.
You know?
Well, I have 5 nephews, so I'm surrounded by kids all the time, and believe me, they would tell me if they did not like it. So they are the toughest, harshest critics.
Were they the first read?
They were the first, and my oldest especially is the one to give constructive criticism. And so if he liked it and he didn't fall asleep, then for me, I was happy with that.
Did you trust that?
I trusted his judgment.
I'm not sure I would trust my family to tell me anything, but because they might be doing it. They might be doing it out of being nice. They might say, "Yes, this is a beautiful book," but that's not what you want to hear if you're planning on selling.
Exactly.
Kind of
so then I went to my 3 toughest colleagues and friends, and I said, like, I want your criticism, your constructive feedback, and they gave it to me, and I, made the edits in the book, and I think it made it that much stronger.
Wow, that's great. What are you doing on the business side as far as social media and all that kind of stuff?
So Instagram, and then I have a website, rootedinwellnesscanada.ca, and you can purchase the book through there, and every once in a while...
Any social media tips I should know about? This is how I get all my tips, folks. I interview people and go, what are you doing? No, everybody needs it. It changes by the day. So what's something that's been working for you?
I have a great network of friends and family, and even former students. So I used to teach for many years at Mohawk College, and one of our students, who's now a friend of mine, was a student, graduated from the photography program, and she took pictures at the event. And so I was able to use those for the website and social media. So it's all about the network of people that you have around you.
I'm trying to tell her that like the whole day. She's like, too many people.
And harnessing that, and making it a collaborative experience.
Has that teacher background, do you think it helped you write this book? Knowing what a teacher might be looking for if they were to use this book?
I think so. I mean, again, my background is sociology and women's studies, and I teach in an interdisciplinary studies department. And so these are topics that we talk about every day, that I talk about with my students. So I wanted to talk about those things, but on a level that a child and an adult would be able to have those conversations.
I'm the child and the adult. Same body.
So there are like little positive affirmations that you can write in the back of the book, and little questions, prompts, and things like that can start conversations if you're a parent or you have a child in your life that you want to share the book with. Little things like that.
Do you think you'll stay with this same theme, like dreaming of whatever the next thing will be? Do you see a series of this, or?
That's a great question. Maybe.
Because sometimes you're planning out your third book when you're on your first book. It's like some people have it all set out. I know Richard was like that when I first talked to him. He already knew it was going to be a series down the road.
Yeah. I think definitely Everett will come with me. I don't know if it will be a dreaming of fill in the blank situation, but
5 nephews. Now you write a book for each of them. So that's 5
pressure's
books
on.
At least, right?
I know, exactly. So, but yeah, I'll definitely take Everett along with me, and there'll be more. I think there'll be more.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. Keep up. And you're in the Toronto area?
I am.
So
yes.
I'm sure there's a number of book fairs and
great local
places.
Independent bookstores.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I used to have my comic book in the stores in Toronto, all the comic shops.
Okay.
The problem is going back to Toronto to collect $1 from each person every month just doesn't seem worth it in gas. So I would get it in the store, but then I'd never go back and collect the money because they'd only take maybe 10 copies at a time until you're proven. And I'm not going back down there. Like, if I do the math, it's like $1 from this store. It's going to cost me more in gas to park than it will to actually get the money.
You got to team it up with a great coffee shop and a restaurant.
So, yes.
And if you're in Toronto, you got to make a day out of it. Go to the theater,
Speaking of that, do you and your mom, do you guys show together? Like, this seems, when you say coffee shop, it just put it in my, like, how great to be able to sell the book, do book readings, have the art on the wall. That's just...
I love that idea. And there's actually
you can have it. I don't know any coffee shop. Tim Hortons, but
there is an art walk coming up in August that my mom will be at through Blue Dog and an EG Collective, and the book will probably be there, and we can tell our story to anyone that wants to hear it and stop by.
I might stop by and hear it again.
Yes, we'd love to have you.
See, where's the other 4? Come on, I thought we had like a whole week and a half.
I know.
Well, that's wonderful. Where should people go to follow Kate and find out all about the book and purchase it?
They can follow me on Instagram at Rooted in Wellness Canada, and they can also buy the book on Amazon or Ingram, and they can buy it through my website, which is also rootedinwellnesscanada.ca.
All right, so is that your company? How come it's different than the book?
It is.
First part of marketing, you gotta have the name of the book.
So Rooted in Wellness Canada is my business on the side. It's a community hub where I share wellness tips. And some of the topics that are highlighted in this book are also part of my business. Yeah.
Well, good luck with the author journey. This looks exciting. Great job. I mean, just publishing it. I don't know if you had a goal, but like a lot of people have a goal to publish a book. So when you do that, it's, you know, and mine are all self-published, but it's still goals of, you know, it's amazing how fast that moves into other projects and stuff. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
I wish you lots of luck with this, and I'm sure it'll do well.
Thank you so much.
Great job. Great job. That was a great interview with Kate. You can find her at rootedinwellnesscanada.ca. You can also find her on Instagram under the same name. And what a great purchase for somebody for Christmas. Check out Dreaming of Dresses by Kate Dunn. Thanks for watching, everybody.